good afternoon. Oh, sorry. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world on this bright and sunny day for a change in Dumfries. So there's unusual. Anyway, my earworms. We have got somebody new in today. So, first off, let me introduce my little sister, Paula.
That's me. Hi, folks.
Paula she is a maker herself. She has tried her hand at just about everything. And now she's into scroll sewing.
Love it. It's my favourite.
So she's been doing lots and lots of stuff. I think she is on Team Scroll Sew Facebook, aren't you?
I am. Yes, yeah. I am.
So, and she is going to be live. Sorry, she is going to be earworming, I believe, on Deals Live Tuesday coming.
Yes.
And then we have Steve, SK Crafts.
Hello, how is everybody?
And the very regular Marky Mark.
Howdy.
Who seems to pop up everywhere. Right, what we're doing today. Right, I'll put these guys back in the background. I got a request from somebody on Wednesday evening. Now, for the life of us, I can't remember who it was. To do another box.
Wasn't it Pete?
So, I can't remember now. I don't think it was Pete.
All right.
I think it was somebody else. Anyway, that's by the by. So what we're going to be doing, once I find the camera, I'll put the overhead on first. What I've got on at the moment, now when people do boxes, they do tend to do boxes in spindle mode. So the grain is running this way, parallel to the lathe bed. So I'm going to try something a bit different today. I've got a small piece of elm on the lathe, which is, it'll end up just around about 4 inches in diameter and around about 2 inches deep. And this is cross grain. Although it's burr, in this one, the grain does tend to run, well, I was going to say fairly regular. In reality, it doesn't. But it has got a tendency to run across this way. So this one's been done in cross grain, so it's something just a wee bit different for today. Right, guys, do you want to start letting me know who's in? And I'll start turning this.
Shall we let Paula do it since she's the guest?
Oh, thank you very much. Right, guys, you're going to have to just bear with me because I'm not very good at this technology. But I'll read out some of the names. What's on there? We've got Wivey Woodshed, Hodgepodge Woodworks. Who else we got? We've got Wood Wizardy. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm used to madness. Thanks a lot for that. We've got Robert Dolman, Terry Bray, Midnight Joker. We've got Wayne Bigfoot Woodcraft.
How you in, Valerie?
Where are we going? We've got Karen Dolman. Everything's going far too fast for me to keep up to.
Yeah, that happens. So I'm just using my 1/4 inch bore gouge. Jump in and give her a hand, guys, if she's missing anybody.
Yeah, we will do.
Mark the Gentleman Woodturn. I recognise your name off a few of the things that I've been watching over the weeks.
Yeah, that'll be me. Got Sis Repurposing, Jay Wooden Things, Robert Robertson, Dr. Bob, Mark Pritchard, John S., Lee from Marley Bow Crafts.
Hey, Lee.
That's my niece, Paula.
All right, hello.
Michael Midnight Joker, Barry Fisher, Wayne Bigfoot, and probably his wife Val. Hello, Val. Hello, Wayne. Four Kings Owl. Yeah. Four King Owls. Hello, Four Kings. I think that's it. Oh, Amy. Hello, Amy. Lewis, the Klondike Craftsman. Leonard Stout. Hi, Len. I think that's everybody.
Grand.
IDR
Welcome,
returning.
everybody. Welcome, and thanks for coming along.
47 in, mate.
Brilliant.
Karen, hello, Karen Dolman.
Leonard Stout is saying, thanks for bringing the wood turning community together during these difficult times. I think we all need something.
Yeah.
Hello, Jennifer. I always forget you. I'm sorry.
He does it on purpose, Jennifer. He told
No,
me
I
he
don't.
would do that.
No, I don't. It's not personal.
Yeah. Before we started, he said, I'm going to miss that Jennifer out again.
Yeah.
Cuz is in. Hello, Cuz.
Hi, cuz.
Hi, guys. Afternoon, everybody.
Karam Hussein is just let us know not to forget to hit the thumbs up.
That's Cuz.
That's
Karam
cuz.
is Cuz.
Cuz, is it?
Yeah.
Cuz, yeah.
Got you.
Cuz it's from Middlesbrough, but I suppose
He must
somebody's
be-
got
Okay.
He must be on
somebody's
his
got to
dinner
come
break
to
from
you.
school.
Not that far away from me.
Yeah, he's only 14.
Yeah, he's only 14.
It's all right, Paula. He's not really.
I thought that when I heard the snigger, and I thought, yeah.
I think that's why he grows a beard, so he don't look 14.
So seeing as how this is cross grain, this just gets turned the same as you would a bowl.
IDR would turn his ass. What are we making? Box.
We are making a box, or at least one box anyway. Depending on how well this goes, we might get another one done. We will just have to wait and see. So what I'm going to do on this one, if I can find the tool I'm looking for, I'm going to have
Baz is here.
a tenon on this one rather than a mortise, and the tenon is going to be the foot.
Afternoon, Baz. Bonjour, mon petit baguette.
Ben's Jammin's in. Mrs. T's just joined. Afternoon, Mrs. T.
Oh, hi, T.
Wayne, Mark Pritchard would like to know, is that the Axminster AT508WL lathe?
No, this is the 406. Or if you like, the 1628 as it used to be called.
Miss T's in. Hello, Miss T. And Richard RJK's spinning wood thing.
Afternoon, Richard.
Tommy Jones just coming in.
Hiya, Tommy.
Is that
just
me?
want to,
Go on.
just want to gently blend this into the foot.
Robert Dolman, hi. Steve K, late in? No, I wasn't late in. I've just been quiet. Just been a good boy today.
Yeah, he was here from the start. He was
For a
here from
change.
before. You were here from before the start.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get this bottom bit sanded off and finished because I am going to be taking this way over into the centre at the top. So I want to leave this part so I can turn it from the other direction. I'm just going to hand sand this. Well, when I say hand sand, I'm not using drilling.
Ian B's in. Hello, Ian.
Afternoon. Is that a new name? Ian B. Is that a new name?
He's been in a couple of times.
All right. Welcome.
There's a question there for you, Paula. From Jennifer.
Yes, Steve, I've got a new earworm. I'm a little bit nervous. I think I'll get the hang of it. I'm Wayne's sister, younger sister. and I've just started scrolling about probably 2 months ago. So just bear with me.
It's not the first time that Paul has earwormed for me, but the last time she earwormed for us, she was actually here in the workshop. That was 81.20 I've just done. I'm just doing 240 now. It doesn't need a hell of a lot of sand in this because it's a fairly decent finish from the cut. That's the 240.
Question, Wayne, from Di. Yeah. He's got an under-counter freezer that's broken. He's asking, should he turn it into a kiln or skip it because space is limited? And if he converts it, any concerns whilst ripping the guts out?
Gas, for one.
Gas,
right.
Yeah.
The biggest concern is the gas. Personally, I probably wouldn't rip the guts out. I'd probably leave the guts in there.
Just plug it in.
Yeah. The only thing is that you've got to be able to have an air vent in there, so you might have to rip the guts out. But
you're not doing it inside.
You should be able to. But you've got to be careful, obviously, because of the gas. The other thing that you need in there is an electrical feed for a light bulb. And I think a lot of people use a 60 watt, an ordinary 60 watt light bulb to help with the drying process. But if, like you say, space is limited, bin. Just putting some cellulose sand and sealer on here.
We've got 4 King Owls asking a question here. He's asking, has anyone ordered blanks from Sherwin? What do you think of the prices?
Never heard of them.
Sherwin Timber on eBay, yeah.
But on eBay. Never seen them. It's been ages since I bought timber.
Let's check.
Leroy 500's in. Hello, Leroy. Leroy.
Hi, Leroy.
Right, what are the prices for King?
Let's have a
Give us
look.
an example of what the prices are. Now, this is a burr. It has got some voids, but I am still going to use Yorkshire grit. And what I'll do is get my airline when I've used the Yorkshire grit and actually blow the majority of the grit and the wax finisher I'm going to use. Turn that down. I'll blow the majority of that out with the airline.
Wayne, can I just ask, what is the finest sandpaper that you would use when you would before you use that Yorkshire grit?
Right, the finest is when you're using Yorkshire grit, you only need to go up to 240 on sandpaper.
Okay.
Because Yorkshire grit is an abrasive paste, and using the Yorkshire grit will take the finish up to the equivalent of 1,000 grit.
All right. To invest in some of that.
I can't find that Sherwin on eBay.
He said a 20 kilo sack of bulb blanks is £74. I'm sure you can do better than that from Home of Wood.
Yeah, try Home of Wood.
I think English they do. Yeah, English Woods as well. I think they do a 25 kilo sack for 68 quid, including delivery.
Yeah, I think mine was about 65, 68 quid for a sack delivered.
Yeah, and it's Home of Wood have got some beautiful horse chestnut blanks in at the moment. Stunning stuff.
Anything
Home of Wood, and which other one was it?
English Woods.
English Woods is one. Home of Woods is another. There's a guy that Glenn's just started. He's a supplier of Yorkshire grit. Is it Ellis? No.
Yeah, can't remember his name.
Nevis Woodturn.
Native Hardwoods?
Yes, Native Hardwoods on Facebook. He's doing good deals at the moment too. And if you buy from him at the moment, you get a free tub of Yorkshire Grit.
Oh. I might have to just go there.
Now, the thing is with you, Paula, you want to start looking at, I can't remember what deal you use. Asking on Tuesday night. Laser ply for doing your scrolling with.
Yeah, he's
Right.
laser bar. Yeah.
Don't use ordinary plywood because of the types of chemicals that's in there and how it's glued together.
Right.
If you use laser ply, it's very, very stable.
Right. Because I have been warned about the MDF. Not to use that.
Oh yeah, don't use MDF.
Yeah, no. This is the link for laser ply. I'll put in the chat, Paula.
Great. Thank you very much.
I say they're not the cheapest, but the quality is good.
Yeah.
Right, I've got the very small jaws on my O'Donnell chuck here, so I'm just going to swap these jaws out and put bigger ones in.
There's the link for a Home of Wood.
Thank you.
And that's for English wood.
I think we've covered all the bases.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the price. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for the sack price for some, because I don't know if they've gone up a little bit, because I'm now looking through their website and their prices seem to have gone up a little bit, which is obviously the thing in it. You know what I mean?
Everybody's doing that at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah.
Especially Axminster. They've really
Haven't they just, yeah?
They've really upped their prices.
I've been after a clamp for ages now. I have got clamps. I just wanted to get a spare one. Can you get them? Just can you get them anywhere? The ones I wanted. And then John finally found one the other day, but I paid about an extra. I think it's about an extra £6 for it. So wasn't impressed.
Right, let's have a look at this. Right, English Wood are doing a mix Premier Wood Blank gift selection pack, mixed sizes and species. 90. There's 90. Bearing in mind, there's 90 blanks in this set. There's a mixture of spindle blanks and bowl blanks. No, there aren't 90 in there. Why does it say 90? No, there's 29 species in there. Oh, 29 pieces, sorry. And that's 95 quid.
That's not bad.
But they do a 10 bowl blank kit. 10 bowl blanks. Could be any of like walnut, ash, apple, blah, blah, blah. Sizes go from 105 to 230 millimeters. And then the thickness varies from 30 to 85 millimeters. And that's for 10 blanks, and that's £44.
That's good. That's only $4.40 a blank then.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. But like I say, they haven't got their sacks on there.
The annoying thing is that I usually want stuff a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, that's the trouble. See, their blanks only go up to about 12 inches.
English Woods tend to send their blanks in boxes.
Yeah.
And Home of Wood sends theirs in sacks.
Well, when I had a sack full coming from English Woods, that was a good select. You get a few small ones in there, but that was a good selection of different species of wood. You know what I mean? Now they do another one, 28 pieces. That's a wood turner selection box, and that's 75 quid. So that's cheaper than the other one, isn't it? The other one was one piece extra. But anyway.
Right, let's get this remounted.
Trouble is, the longer people are at home because they can't get out, the more prices for hobby stuff is going to go up.
So
unfortunately.
it's all supply and demand.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit off.
You know, I know it's difficult times and companies have to make money, and
Yeah.
they've got extra overheads because of COVID and furlough and all the added costs of making them places safe for their employees. It's kind of fair enough, but it's it still sucks.
But there's a difference between covering their costs and making
Profiteering,
more than what they need to do.
yeah, covering extra costs and profiteering.
Yeah. Which a lot of companies have been profiteering.
$58 watching, Wayne.
Run!
Don't forget to hit that like button, guys.
I suppose really this is going to turn out like quite a small hollow form, but it's just going to have a bit of a finial lid on it.
Robbo Robson's sent you a little bit, I don't know if it's advice or whatever it is, Wayne. I always use a magnet to hold those screws because they have a habit of falling in the sawdust.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care, Robbo. I've got a bloody magnetic tray sitting here.
Ian B sends his apologies. He's just having a short stay. He's got to go. But he'll catch everybody next week.
Take care, Ian.
To rest a wee bit on the low side.
Mike from Forking Hours is asking, are Yandel's prices okay? Don't know, I've never really looked at Yandel's. They sell a lot of wood in bulk though, don't they, I believe?
Yeah. Ian B's having to leave. See you later, Ian. Hi, Ellie. Sorry, I don't know if we mentioned you earlier.
Afternoon, Ellie.
Let's just take this.
Barry Oakes has joined the chat. Hi, Barry. Hope you're well.
Oh, Barry.
Barry. I could be a cheapskate and save the cost of a text. Lee, are you bringing Marley round tomorrow?
Okay, let me have the camera zoom in closer.
Can the camera zoom in closer?
Yeah.
Hey, hang on.
Oh, you can't press a button for that one.
No, I can't press a button for that one.
Oh, see, they're not all that cracked up to be then.
He can set it for that.
I just haven't. Hang on, that was wrong. Right, I'll position it again in a minute. I just want to get this pulled out. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
You can use a whole variety of tools to hollow this out. That's the Simon Hope 6mm carbide hollower, which actually sits at a 45-degree angle. I could use my Sorby hollower. This works quite well. Although it's a round bar, it has got a flat on the bottom to rest on the tool rest.
Just
And
quickly before you start, quickly, Wayne, there's a question for you.
Yeah.
Colin from Wood Risery is asking, would those jaws fit the record SC3 chuck?
Right. Now, I haven't actually looked at record jaws for a while. I must start looking at them again because I'm getting a record chuck, or I bought a record chuck off deal.
They won't. The carriers are different sizes. I checked this morning.
No, yeah, but do Record Power actually sell O'Donnell jaws?
Oh, yeah, that's a point.
That's what I was going to say, Mark.
Turner's Retreat, Colin. They sell record chucks. Have a look, because they'll have all the jaws for Record Power.
I haven't seen a set of those jaws or jaws like that in the book.
No, I haven't. But I've got two Axminster chucks and the Record Power chuck. The carriers are different size, and the screw holes are spaced differently as well.
Oh yeah, everybody's chuck. The jaws are not interchangeable unless you buy a Versa chuck. And I'm not very certain where you can buy a Versa chuck now, because they used to be sold by Tool Post. I don't know if anybody else does them. But Versa chucks, you can get adapters to take Axminster jaws, Sorby jaws, and Nova jaws, I believe. Just want to have a check on the depth. I'm just cleaning out the middle in this first. It does go in quite sharp here. And if I was to use, if I was to use a straight hollower on this, I would only get down to about that sort of area. So I wouldn't be able to clean out up around the neck here. So I will be using a small swan neck hollower on this. It's very rare that I'll use them, to tell you the truth.
$12 Lee, if you could, please.
I can't even use my depth gauge on this to see how far down I'm getting, because the depth gauge isn't set up for this chuck. It's set up from the other chuck, or these jaws, I should say. But the good thing about these, the Sorby, is that I can actually unscrew that screw there and twist this head around, so I can actually get into different angles.
Good idea.
Colin's just said he's had a look, and no Record don't make those kind of jaws.
Oh well.
I would say that's a good excuse then to buy an Axminster chuck.
Just saying, Record, Nova, and Sorby jaws are interchangeable.
They're only who said that? Miss T. Are they not just interchangeable with the Versa chuck, Miss T?
Ben Jamin says, Wayne, he's noticed you never rotate the headstock. Have you just learned to do without it?
I've just learned to do without it. When I started wood turning, we didn't have revolving headstocks. Plus, I'm now going to use the swan neck, and I find it easy to use doing it this way. I do sometimes use the swivel headstock if I'm doing something really, really difficult. But the way I've got the cameras and everything set up at the moment, you probably wouldn't be able to see properly if I was to swivel the headstock anyway. I tell you what, there's been some good bargains coming up. I'm sure on Facebook and other places, somebody, I think, not far from you, Mark, was selling a graduate lathe with
I saw that.
with vary turn and everything for 650 quid, which is a great price. Now, whenever you are using a swan neck, hollower, scraper, whatever you want to call it, don't be surprised if you've got to move your tool rest a fair way back, because what you don't want to be doing is actually resting the swan neck on the tool rest, because it's just going to twist. A lot of the time when people make the swan neck, you've actually got the stem of the tool in line with the tool tip. So you need to have it on the straight part of the stem when you're using this tool. And go steady.
So T's saying she has a Supernova chuck with record jewels on it. So
All right. I don't think my tool rests at the right height there. I'm not getting a decent.
she also says that Charmwood make jewels that fit the record chuck.
That's what happens when you get a catch.
And the world is sitting in shock.
Why?
The Jedi wood turner had a catch.
Yeah. Lewis says when he gets into a situation where swiveling the headstock would be easier, he sits on the lathe bed, usually hollowing work. His headstock is fixed.
What's that? What type of lathe have you got, Lewis?
Pete's made a comment.
Yeah.
What is going on? The world has gone mad. Just shows
So there you go, guys. That's 2 lives running where something has gone amiss.
Yeah, I see that on the news this morning. Richard. Mr. Trump and his missus have got COVID.
Richard from RJK Spinning Wood. He says this. He knows it's not wood turner related, but Trump has COVID. There you go.
Wayne Lewis says he's got the Canadian-made 26020 VD.
All right. I was just wondering how low the lathe bed is, seeing as how you can sit on it.
And Pink from Twisted Trees, he says, we know you're only doing it to make us mere mortals feel better, Wayne. And the turners just come in.
Hello, Dutch.
Afternoon, Mike.
funny
I'm
how
gonna-
sometimes these small projects take longer than the big ones.
I'm going to try this just because I just fancied being clever. Goedemiddag. Dutch.
Yeah.
I apologize if the pronunciation was wrong, and I
So
just said something terrible. Yay! Got it right.
Good afternoon, Paul Smith. Just joined the chat.
Hello, Paul.
Paul.
Hiya, Paul. Now, there was a many years ago, I don't know if he's still alive. I did hear he'd moved to Spain, but there's a guy called Chris Stott, who was a very, very good box maker, and he developed his own tools, which are small hollowing tools. This one hasn't been used for absolutely ages. Just got high-speed steel tips. You used to be able to buy the tips. I don't think you can buy them anymore. And they just get super glued in. So these are great for getting right under the rim.
He's put in the chat. I've just bought a Simon Hope mini hollowing box set. Brilliant tool. I've just done a quick video for it on YouTube. Or for YouTube. Those mini hollowing tools, they are absolutely awesome. They just hog through the wood without even thinking about it.
If anything, they're almost too good, aren't they? Because they're
Yeah.
surprising how much wood they shift.
Yeah, you can't put no pressure on it. If you put pressure on it, it'll be through the side. That's unreal.
Paul Kavanagh's come in.
Afternoon, Paul.
Another day of playing Turn Along Alone for him. It all depends for him. Though.
So I'm just going through the different types of hollowing tools you can use.
63 in.
Grand.
Pete from Crystal Trees just picked up a load of apple branches this morning. It's like a midwinter day out there. It is cold out there today.
Yeah, cold and raining down here.
The wind is howling around this way for sure. I might even have to put the heater on.
I went down the beach this morning and the old Atlantic winds were blowing in. Lovely.
Gets much colder. I might put my heater on in the workshop.
Oh, don't you stop. Where are their bloody heaters in their workshops?
All right. Can't let my tools get rusty.
But we had to suffer for our art.
It's got to be at least 18 degrees.
You're totally wrong there, Mark. No, we don't. You do.
Man, when I got the old log burner going in the garage, oh, it's beautiful.
Blah blah blah.
See, every time you lot are on the YouTube, phone goes.
Hi, Mark Stroughton.
I might actually send this one down to Emma. Seeing as how I did the gin glass for Chris.
Oh, nice one. Pete from Twisted Tree says, the wife is away for the weekend. He may bring the lathe into the living room. Go on. I dare you. I dare you.
Well, Pete, there's one of the guys I know who's across in Northumberland, doesn't have a workshop or a shed or anything. He's got his lathe in the kitchen.
I started off with my lathe in the dining room at my mum's house.
I've I've got my little bedroom, my little spare bedroom turned into a little bit of a workshop for me. I've got to hoover about 3 times a day. But I've got a nice radiator. It's nice.
So positively third world down here.
Colin from Wood Wizardry is saying that the glass is lovely, and he may have to invest in some of the paints. I like the paints.
Yeah, those Joe Sonia's paints are lovely.
Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? I've got a couple of pieces of Wayne's made for me.
I'll probably be in giving you a hand on Tuesday night.
Oh, goody.
It is supposed to, well, I was going to say it is supposed to be the wood turning club meeting, but I got in touch with Martin the other day to say that I probably wouldn't be able to attend.
Dutch, the lady earworm is Bella, and that's Wayne's little sister.
Oh, bugger.
Ooh.
Wayne swore there. Did you hear that?
Wayne did swear. I'm in shock.
I think Wayne did very well not to use other words.
I've never heard Wayne swear before.
Apart from last night.
Well, that and the night before. And
And the night before.
And right before that.
all right, I haven't heard Wayne swear since I met him last night, or since we chat last night.
I've just put the link into the chat for the Joe Sonia UK shop. I know Wayne hasn't said this for a while. If anybody goes on there and buys any paints, in the comments section at checkout, if you could mention that you heard of them via Wayne, they do support him and the channel. So it helps Wayne out. It doesn't cost you any extra, and it shows them where they're getting their advertising from.
Is there a comment section? I thought it was in the contacts thing.
Contacts or just
On your
wherever you can,
on your PayPal.
mention that you heard of it from Wayne the Woodturner.
Yeah, when I did mine, I
Please.
put it in the comments from PayPal. Just so.
Hi, everyone. Please say hello to me. It's first time here.
Who's that?
Hodgepodge Woodwork says the most strange thing to happen in 2020.
Wayne, have you got your T-shirt on, your Funnel Club T-shirt on today?
Good check.
Yes, yes.
Oh, bloody hell, he has as well.
Came prepared.
Hey, these things happen.
How you doing, mate? You're right.
What you can do, just get on and do something else.
Take
Brian
it on the
Jane,
chin and move on.
Brian Jane says maybe it's a finial box on both ends.
Did you just go too thin, Wayne, or did it just blow up in your face, mate?
No, I went too thin. It's one of the things that I actually do on a regular basis is try to make the outside bigger than the inside. It never seems to work.
No, not very easily.
I don't know why.
Something to do with physics.
Oh, right. Oh, of course. It was never my strong point.
Dr. Bob said you did it to increase viewers.
Pete from Twisted Tree says he feels so much better now. Thank you.
Yes,
Hey.
Wayne is just a mere mortal like the rest of us now.
Cheers, guys. I'm pleased. I'm pleased I've actually made your day.
Dutch is saying he was just editing his knoll blowing up.
So that was to show you how not to do it. Now
gonna
I'm
say-
going to show you how to do it.
I'll tell you what, folks. Stand by now, because you're about to see him go at it.
You know he's concentrating because he's quiet.
You know, in the film The Lord of the Rings, when Gandalf came back from fighting the Balrog, he's gone from being Gandalf the Grey, now he's Gandalf the White.
Right. This has got a right punky bit right on one side of it. Still there. I don't really want to take it too thin. Just that bit there. It's where it. It's actually the sapwood. The sapwood on this. That's the hardwood.
Yeah.
That's the hardwood, which is very, very hard. Right, what I'll do. Bear with me, guys. This one's going to take longer than an hour.
I may have to dip out just after 2, Wayne, because I've got to go to Winkley with my brother. He's
Okay.
picking up some cider from the cider factory.
All right. All right. So that was a piece of cedar, but the sapwood was very, very soft and wouldn't have finished very well. So what I've got here is a piece of walnut. I just measured the centers by eye there, rather than mess about. See how that's doing? No, that's not that bad. I'm getting really good at putting my parting chisel down and not being able to find it.
Rex B is asking which paints did you mention earlier? It was Sonia.
Joe Sonia,
Joe Sonia.
the link's further up in the chat.
Tommy Dunn asked, what have I missed? And Pete said, Tommy, you missed me. It could be a nail logo.
You missed a cup up. That's what you missed.
Smashing time.
So that's one good thing about live. You actually see the mistakes as they happen.
Yeah, definitely.
And I've got no option other than to keep them in.
To be honest, I don't see why people take them out. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake, don't you? It's part of, and that makes, because there's so many people only on YouTube put all the good stuff in. You don't see the mess ups, do you?
Yeah, exactly.
Colin from Wood Rosary is asking, were you on about the iridescent colours or the metallic ones? Did Juice only do metallics, does she?
Yeah, they do metallics. I've got some here. It's ordinary acrylics that they do in the metallic range. That one's the, where am I? That one's the burnished copper. They do a rose gold. They do quite a few metallics. It's not just iridescence that Joe Sonias do. They do a whole range of different stuff.
Are they an actually artist paints or are they specific for?
No, the artist paints.
Right, okay.
It's just all acrylic paints. Made by Chroma in the US.
All right.
That's running away out for some reason. Progress, I'll round it off again. It's not a problem. Right, so what I'll do, I'll part off this and make this part the lid, this part the box. This one's going to be a fairly basic box. Maybe shorter tool rest.
All right, we know you're here.
Sorry.
Barry from
very good service from Johnson. Yeah, he ordered after Wayne's Live on Wednesday, and they arrived today. So it's quite good.
very quick. Barry Oakes has put, if I kept my mistakes in the video, it would last about 2 hours. I shouldn't think that's that bad, Barry. Pete from Tristan Trees put, if I find just having the camera turned on will cause me to double the number of incidents. Don't mind on the lathe. Don't mind on the lathe, but I'm not having a camera near the chainsaw area. Definitely not.
I'm gonna have to drop out, guys. I'll see you all
Alright,
later.
Okay, Mark. Thank
See you
you.
later, Mark. See you later,
Thanks,
bud.
guys.
See
Bye,
you soon, Mark.
everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, bye.
Do you change camera, Wayne?
Oh, yeah.
That's better.
And then it's loudspeaker, but we catch it later on.
See you
Bye,
later,
Leonard.
Leonard.
Everyone's just waiting with bated breath.
Have a look and see how deep I am there.
Colin from Wood Wizardry saying he's wondering is there a Guinness Book of Records for wood turning?
I don't think there is. Mind you, saying that, many, many years ago, this was back in the early 90s, I did some tuition, or I did some training with a wood turner from Cumbria called Maurice Mullins, who is sadly no longer with us. And he did have or was in the Guinness Book of Records for having the smallest goblet with a captive ring. And that was back in the early 90s, that was. Yeah, I think that'll do. Grand. Get this hollowed out now.
Hodge is asking, do you recall the dimensions where?
I don't know, but he kept it in a very, very small glass vial. It was only about that sort of size. It was about that sort of size with a captive ring.
Cuz has got to go. See you later, Cuz.
See you, cuz. Last year, was it last year? Or was it the year before? I can't bloody remember now. Yuval Lahav did a very, very small goblet. It was a time when a lot of people were doing miniatures. And I thought to myself, he's going to lose that. So I made him a box for it to go in. And I thought, that box is a bit small. He'll probably lose that. So I made a bigger box for the little box to go in. And I thought, nah, that's still a bit small. So I made a bigger box for the two of them to go in.
I can remember that.
There is a video out on that. Now, the good thing about that Sorby tool is that it's a high-speed steel cutter. It's not a carbide cutter. It is a
Circular one's going to catch it later on.
fine, fine. Oh, I've left a ridge there. I'll get rid of that. But it does leave quite a nice finish. I've just got a ridge about 3/4 of the way down that I'll just get rid of. And if you want to do a shear cut with this tool, the good thing about it is you can actually undo the tool head and actually turn it round and fit it back on at a 45-degree angle. So now the flat of the tool is still on the bottom here, but the cut is actually at a 45-degree angle. And that'll actually give you a very nice shear cut to get a really nice finish. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. What I'm going to do...
It's just come in.
Oh yeah. I'm just going to run my parting tool in here just to get that straight for the lid to fit in. Give it a finish.
You know, Wayne, I can't find nothing for that World Guinness route.
No, it's not there anymore. I searched for it. See, they renew everything. They renew the sections and everything like that. And it hasn't actually been in there for years.
Because if it hasn't been broken, you think that'd still be in there, wouldn't you?
You would have thought so. But there's not even any section for that type of thing.
It's a shame, really. Especially if he's departed us. That's a shame that his name's not down on paper somewhere for it.
Yeah, it is.
Hi, Kim.
Just come in, quick.
Lee's got to go. See you later, Lee. Take care.
Hi, Lee.
Don't apologise, Kim. Don't apologise. You haven't got nothing to apologise for. You just missed You just missed one of Wayne's most iconic moments. That was all. You need to go back and watch it.
What's that you're coming on with?
That's cellulose sanding sealer. What that does is that it seals the grain, and it actually makes the grain stand up for doing a final sanding. And now, what a lot of you don't have to actually do any sanding after it. What a lot of people do, they will, once they put the sanding sealer on, they'll knock it back with one of these Scotch-Brite pads to get everything smooth again. But since how I'm using Yorkshire Grit, I don't have to do that, because Yorkshire Grit is an abrasive paste, and that actually knocks it back anyway. I don't see the point in knocking the sanding sealer back when I'm going to use an abrasive paste on it.
No, Kimmy didn't have a rant. He was very calm and collective, actually, is the word I'm going to use.
No, the box I was doing, Kim, I blew out the side of it. So, let's see, I wasn't best pleased.
But the sky wasn't blue. It was nice and calm and collective. And
I'm just going to finish it off with Chestnut micro crystalline wax. It's a nice hard wearing wax, when I say hard wearing, a lot of paste waxes that people use do have a tendency to show off fingerprints, thumbprints, things like this. Microcrystalline wax doesn't once it's cured.
Are you just using kitchen roll then?
Sorry, Paula?
Are you just using like a kitchen roll to put that on?
Yeah, kitchen roll. You're better off using kitchen roll rather than cloth, because kitchen roll tears. If it's going to get caught up, it'll tear, whereas cloth will wrap around and may well drag your fingers in with it. Now, what I recommend everybody does after they put microcrystalline wax on is leave it for about 10 minutes. I'll see if I can get some more right down the bottom. Leave it for about 10 minutes until all the solvents evaporate off. Then give it a good going over with a polishing mop. Either the Beal system that fits into the drill, or just a polishing mop Beal system that fits onto the lathe, or just a polishing mop that fits into your drill. Right, I'm not going to part that off because I do need to have the box intact the way it is for finishing off the lid once the lid's done.
Jennifer's asked you a question, Wayne.
Yeah.
Is that the honeycomb mesh in your Yorkshire Grit something you add, or is something that Glyn has started to add?
No, it's something that I added. I'm not very sure if Steve is still doing them. He did say he was going to start doing them again.
They're on his website.
Oh, they're on his website.
Yeah.
Because Steve Twiddell, Temple Boy Turnings, he made this as an add-on, and it's basically a saver. This one fits the Yorkshire Grit. He did a white one for the Yorkshire Grit Microfine. He was going to do some other sizes of tins. I did send him some measurements a long while ago, but I don't know if he's actually doing them or not. But I'm pretty certain he started making the savers again.
Yeah, they're on his is it Island, Crafty Island, or whatever he's
creative something or
Creator Kits Ireland. Yeah, I see him on there the other week when I was having a look on his website. Benjamin's put the amount of times I've dropped my Yorkshire grit into a pile of dust shavings. The biggest problem I have is I use the grit, I put it on the bench over the one side, and then when you're turning, all the shavings go over your shoulder into the grit.
Yes.
But we can resolve that by putting a lid back on it.
Yeah, it's about the times. Benjamin says he's going to start putting magnets on the bottom of his tubs. That's an idea.
So you don't lose them.
Oh, that is very, very close. I'm going to have to be very careful here. In fact, what I might do is just sand that.
I'll see if I can find it for you, Jennifer, and put it in the chat.
It's not going to take much, is it?
Say again, Paula, sorry?
I'm just saying it's definitely not going to take much sanding for that.
No, you see, what I don't want to have is a French fit. Boxes aren't very nice, but a French fit. There we are, perfect.
Right, that's the link for Steve's website. I'll see if I can find the product savers.
Right, so I'll just clean out some of the lid, just so it's not too heavy. Let's see, seeing as how the box has been cleaned out, I might as well clean out the lid so it's not too heavy.
And this is the link for the product savers.
Klondike Craftsman's asking what is a French fit.
What's a French fit? Lewis, a French fit is too loose. I was hoping somebody was going to ask.
Brian James, welcome. Richard has put, I was thinking of cutting a circle from a plastic container and drilling some holes in it. I take that for a product saver. Work, I suppose.
Yeah, that would work. Whatever gets the job done.
But then I'm a tight Scotsman. Afternoon, Richard. Richard's doing the chat. And Joe. Hi, Joe. How are you?
Hiya, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
hashtags have started again. Hashtag for Joe. Hashtag sofa for Joe.
Aye, she's going to be lucky. He's just been out and bought himself a motorbike.
I know.
Sorry, he's traded in his motorbike for a different one.
He's going to moan like hell with that, isn't he? Because he's going to be hunched over.
Paula, have you seen the Triumph Rocket?
No.
No, it's a bloody big bike. It's got a 2.3 litre engine in it.
Yes, I have actually seen it. Yeah. Yes.
That's the bike that Glyn's got at the moment.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
But it's too big for doing country roads and things, so he's trading it. He's trading it in for a lighter one.
Boy racer's bike.
Unfortunately, I haven't gotten out on mine this year.
Oh, that's not bad. I was getting a bit of tear out in there, but that's cleaned that up okay. Now, I'm not turning anything on the outside of the top yet. What I'm going to do, once I get the inside of this with some finish on, I'll put the box back on, I'll fit the lid on, and then I'll finish shaping the top.
Ben's got to go. Benjamin. Right, got to go. Got to have to shoot. I've broke the build again. Don't know what that means. Have a good day, Ben.
Bye, Ben.
I love the way he's done his name.
Yeah, I know, it's brilliant. Benjamin. What a name.
Yeah. All he's done is put a space between the Ben and the J.
That is awesome. Joe's asking, what wood are you using, Wayne?
Walnut Joe. For this one, I don't think I actually mentioned that. But yeah, I'm using walnut.
I like walnut whips. Man, you can't beat them, can you?
I'm not that keen, tell you the truth.
Yeah, sure, as it gets so small, everything's so small now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean, they go, oh yeah, but the prices haven't changed for 10 years. No, but the bar's a third the size it used to be. Thanks, Baz. He's put you can tell. Mate, it's all paid for. It's all paid for. You don't get this side for free. Oh, Mark's treading on soft ground there. Sold the VB yet, Joe?
You can't sell that after all the effort I put in giving them a bloody hand.
Well, that's on the sell page, that is. Wayne's going to help move it. Free delivery by Wayne the Woodturner.
Yeah, you've got two hopes of that, and one of them is Bob. Right, I'll just get a piece of duct tape. No, what I'll do first, I'll actually bring up the center. I'll bring up the center so I can put some shape into the top first. That sounds like a better plan. Then I just need the duct tape for when I finish the actual top off.
Joe's put in there. I'm going to sell his box stuff. He might get away with that. Lol. He won't notice, Joe. I don't think what he's got.
Right.
Oh, Baz. Glenn's, you know, Cornish pasty yesterday. Steak pie today. Steak pie.
Can you put the top camera on, please?
Yeah.
Someone's asking if you're going to put a finial on it. Colin's asking you about a finial on it, Wayne.
No, I'm not. There was going to be a finial on the one I started, but on this one, I'm leaving the top as it is. Let's get the detail part of this spindle gouge out, just to finish off this side. Get that sanded up.
Oh, Dutch has come back.
Hi, Dutch.
He must have missed you, Wayne.
Yeah. Come back to see if I can blow this one up.
Richard is asking, will you go back to sort the first box out?
No, can't. That's the first box.
Could you not make a foot for it and then make like a lid for it, Wayne? Or?
No, do you think how am I going to make a foot out of that?
No, make a foot for the bottom to put in where your finger is.
No, that's the bottom.
Yeah, but can't you reverse it?
Oh God.
No, fire. Okay.
No.
I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, that answers that question then.
Life is too short. It really is.
Richard's
Right, what I'm going to do, I can notice couple of bits of rough bits here. I'm just going to quickly highlight this edge with my skew chisel.
Lewis has put, Wayne, my request to move Monday morning conference calls so it didn't conflict with your lives got shot down completely.
Oh,
Unreasonable.
I think that's bloody terrible, that is, Lewis. I would be having words. Bloody employers. They expect you to do everything. Don't give me any time.
Mark's put, that sucks, Lewis. Don't they know who Wayne is? Lewis has put, I'm already feeling sick this Monday morning. Leroy's put Wayne has the best attitude. Start over, throw it away. Yes, Baz. Wayne has officially joined the Funnel Club, and he's even got the T-shirt on the
What
prove
do you
it.
mean officially? I've been a member of the Funnel. My first Funnel Club was about 30 years ago. In fact, I've still got one of Martin's original Funnel Club T-shirts, which he brought out about 4 or 5 years ago.
Who's that? Martin Sabin Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peter's telling Lewis he should mention Drilly. Maybe he'll get the conference calls changed then. There is a Fingers Club, Colin. You're definitely a member of that now, mate.
Well, David McClernand was the first member, and it was me and Steve Twiddell that actually named him Fingers on a live. Because he did a very similar thing, I think, Colin.
Who's Steve Toddell?
No, David McClernand.
Right, okay.
He did a very similar thing to what happened to Colin. I'm sure he broke a couple of fingers when he was sanding.
Mike, the Midnight Joker's got to go. See you later, Mike. Have a good one.
Just to be on the safe side, I will leave the drive center in while I start to finish this off.
Colin says, is there a link for the Fingers Club?
Yeah, it's on Nick's channel, isn't it? Is it on Nick's channel?
I'm not very sure. Because I joined live.
You joined live?
Yeah. The way that they explained it, to be a member of the Fingers Club, it's either got to involve a hospital visit, be on video, or done in a live show. And I cut my hand with a skew chisel in a live show.
Wifey's going, they're going to catch up later.
See you later, bud.
Cheers. Thanks for coming in. Nearly finished, guys. Sorry this one's taken longer than my usual.
Don't apologise, mate.
Yeah, no, apologise.
I can't find nothing for the Fingers Club on Nick's page.
See what that looks like. Yeah. Oh, got a bit of tear out there. That's going to need a bit more sanding.
What you can do, Con, is message Nick, the Flaming Turner. I'm sure he had a link for it.
Still a wee bit of tear out there.
Pete's give you a super chat of £4 for.
Oh, thank you, Pete.
He's put £2 for each catch.
Pete has got a premiere on Sunday evening at 6:30 UK time, when he's going to be showing people how to make a display turntable that's run by a 6-volt battery.
That'd be interesting.
So if you fancy watching it, go across onto YouTube. Have a look for it and give them a subscription as well.
What you should do, what you want to be doing, guys, is go and checking everybody's channels out who's in the chat. Because there's some good turners in the chat. Quite strong. Daughter's just made me a coffee. I'll be buzzing after that, I think. Jesus Christ. Dutch Turner, Mike has put some bad ones too. Still, check out my channel. Might be good for a laugh. I'm sure that'll be fine, Mike. Oh, look, Jappy's joined the chat. Hi, Jappy. How you doing, mate?
Right, I will get this parted off now. I don't think I've got the grain lined up very well on this at the moment.
Bloody hell, Colin. Colin reckons he has 3 teaspoonfuls of coffee in a pint mug. That's rocket fuel. That's not coffee.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
What a pop.
The pop. Right, let's see if I can get this grain lined up. It should go something.
Robbo
Right.
Robson's saying he's got a premiere. Oh, no, a live, sorry, on Sunday, 2 hours before mine, so that'll be 11 o'clock UK time.
Oh, right. Right, I will put the main camera back on. I'll bring my stool across. And I'll get the air hose out the way. And there it is.
Nice.
Nice.
Got some nice grain on that particular side of it anyway. I think I've got the grain lined up right.
Just a question, Wayne. The bit between the lid and the base, is that where it's not pushed down tight, or do you put like a little recess in there to make it look like that? Because there's like a little gap around, or is that just because it's not pushed tight?
No. What I tend to do, and you find quite a lot of box makers actually do this. Excuse me for messing about. I'm trying to get this grain lined up better. Ah, that looks better. Yeah, that looks better. No, if you leave the shadow line in, it actually draws the eye.
Oh, right, okay.
You can have it so that they're a perfect fit, so you can't actually see the join. Yeah. Or you can have it with a shadow line in.
I quite like that with the shadow line in there.
Yeah, so do I, tell you the truth. Right, so
The
that's it. Beat out the walnut. This will be winging its way down to Emma, along with Chris's gin glass. I'll get that packed up over the weekend, sent off next week. She doesn't know she's getting this yet. I might send her a photograph of it later on when I put the photos up on.
You should send her the other one as well, saying this is what you was going to get.
Now in a million pieces at the corner of the workshop.
I've actually got some bits of tissue that have gone into a rough part here.
So Jappy's just put in the chat that he's got a premiere tonight at 8:45 South Africa time, so that'd be 7:45 tonight.
Well, I'll see what I can do, Jappy, but I think Steve is actually going live at around about that time tonight.
Yeah, we did discuss it.
That's it. Yeah, so there we go. And it's got a nice pop to it, which is what you want in a box. Not too tight that customers can't get the top off, but you definitely don't want a French fit. So, guys, that's it. Thank you for coming in. How many did we end up with before people started dropping out? Any idea, Steve?
At one point, you had 58. No, you had 65. No, sorry, 65 was the highest.
65. Excellent for a lunchtime. Thanks very much for coming along, guys.
You still got 56 in there now. So.
All right. I really do appreciate you coming along to have a look and see what I'm getting up to. Always want to show you the broken piece, but I threw it away. Oh dear, how sad. What a shame. Never mind. I did it on purpose, by the way. I meant to do that all along, just so people could see me make mistakes.
You did. I'll just say thank you to everybody for being kind to me.
You got some real good love for that, mate. That piece.
Right, guys. I am going to love you and leave you. I'm going to go in the house. Jane's out for lunch, so God knows what these dogs have been getting up to in the house. So I'm gonna press the bloody button, and I will see you all on Monday. Remember, Steve's going to jump in and do a live tonight. Ed Oliver's on tomorrow morning. I don't know who's on at lunchtime. If anybody's on at lunchtime
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Does Nick still do his live on a Saturday after?
No, he just tends to do Wednesdays now.
Oh, right, okay. I don't know then, mate. I don't think Scott is. I don't think Mark has got anything scheduled.
No, I don't think. Anyway, Andy Heel is carving a Boris puppet tomorrow evening.
That's going to be awesome.
It is. The notification is up on YouTube at the moment. I can't remember what time it starts. It's usually 6 o'clock. And then Nick the Flaming Turner is on at 8. What's happening Sunday? Any idea?
Can tell you, mate. What's happening Sunday?
No, don't know. International Podcast is on at 9:30. Jamie did tell me last night who was on. I've totally forgotten.
He did it. I can't remember who he said now.
No. Anyway, and then Jamie Page has got a premiere at 11 o'clock. Caitlin the Cat has got a premiere at 11:15, and then we're back to Monday lunchtime, where I'll be back with some antics on the lathe. No idea what I'm doing. I'll be doing something, but maybe chucking stuff around the workshop, having a rant. I like my rants because they don't last very long. So I'm definitely pressing the button now. So I will see you all soon. Bye for now.
See you later, folks.